I don't know. I feel like this is an interview of trying to set me up to say something. I can tell that you guys are in the whole Russell Westbrook category right now. I don't like to lose. I hate to lose I don't care what happens throughout the course of my season, throughout the course of my career. I hate to lose, and especially the way we had this game. But give credit to Portland. You guys can write about Russ and all the things you guys want to try to talk about Russ, but I'm not up here to do that. I won't do it. I've said it over and over. That is not it's not who I am, so.
Things are not going great in L.A. 3 straight losses for the Lakers, and they haven't been pretty. The latest saw a 1-point lead against the Blazers, 27 seconds left in the game and 16 seconds on the shot clock. With the Lakers in possession, Russell Westbrook decided to put up a shot which missed and allowed the Blazers to take the lead. He was pulled from the game after the miscue, and Portland went on to win. Darvin Ham asked about any possible fallout from Russ after he took him out.
We don't have time for feelings, so people to be in their feelings. Like, we're trying to turn this thing around. And so for one person to be in their feelings about when and where and how they should be in the game, I don't have any time for that. We're not allowing that narrative to even exist in our program that we're doing to get the Lakers back to where they should be, and that's at the top of the food chain.
All right, Big Perk, we cannot be moved by our feelings right now. Perk looking clean. I like the all black, monochromatic. Good to see you, sir. But Stephen A., I'm coming to you. Is it fair to say that Russ is nowhere near the player that he was?
I want to refrain from saying that, but I can't. Kendrick Perkins is right. So I'm not going to belabor the character guy that Russell Westbrook is. We shouldn't have to use that as a prelude to any conversation that we have about him. We're talking purely basketball. We're not talking about him as a man. We're not talking about him as a person. We're not talking about his family. We're talking about his game. Russell Westbrook can't shoot. It's just that simple. One could make the argument that most of the Lakers squad can't shoot. And that's why Rob Pelinka, I know there's a lot of people that throw a lot of shrapnel of criticism his way. Rob Pelinka, I personally like him, and I would love to refrain from it myself, but I can't. This roster's horrible, and it's got your fingerprints written all over it, sir. It's horrible. And even though LeBron James can have the finger pointed at him for pushing for Russell Westbrook to come to this roster, and therefore he can't escape any culpability whatsoever, it doesn't negate the fact that if you're Russell Westbrook, you got to know what your strengths and weaknesses are, and you got to let go of the stubbornness. You know what kind of season you had last year. Well, it's 3 games in. You're averaging 10 points. He's shooting 28% from the field. Ladies and gentlemen, Russell Westbrook is shooting 8% from three-point range. 8. 1 for 12, to be specific. That's horrible. And when you take that into account, recognizing the fact that shooting has not been your strong point for the last several years, and you combine that with the historical critique that you've had about your decision-making at the point guard spot, and then you couple that with clearly a level of distance that you and LeBron James have with one another. We saw it when y'all were in Vegas together and y'all didn't even huddle up to talk. And we could speculate until the cows come home because we don't know. I don't care. I don't want to know. All I care about is what we see on the basketball court. This is horrible. And this is, I mean, at least back in the day when the Lakers were struggling, Kendrick Perkins, you could look at Kobe Bryant and say, well, A, he was hurt, and he wasn't on the roster. B, he had 5 championships on his resume for that franchise and was still selling tickets for them. LeBron ain't win, 4 with the Lakers. He won 1. Okay? You got them to get Anthony Davis. You got about 7 players on the Lakers roster for Clutch Sports. I'm trying to find one of them that can shoot, okay? Because right now it don't look good. It just don't look good. Now, I love me some Rich Paul, but I mean, it's bad. This is very, very bad. And to be 3 games into this season with this team looking like this, I mean, even though we can't absolve LeBron because, again, it's not like Russell Westbrook can't play. You can go someplace else, put the ball in his hands, tell him don't shoot the three-pointers, but do everything else, and he could be an asset to a lot of teams. He's not a scrub. It's just that on this squad, it's a future Hall of Famer. It's just that on this squad, he does not fit at all. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.